Laura's got a secret, oh what a tale. She spins a wild story, sets sail without a sail. Fake baby bumps, she's got tricks up her sleeve, but the boys see through it, they just can't believe. Oh Laura, 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 what did you do? Play and pretend just to make it through. The boys fight back, they're standing tall. Laura's big surprise is no surprise. Points her finger, you're the bad guy now. But truth's got legs and it's taken a bow. Her plans unravel like a thread on a spool. Life's not a game and you're breaking the rules. Lies and lawsuits, so what a show. But justice is coming, it's starting to grow. You can't win hearts with tricks or a fight. The truth shines brighter than a starry night. Did you do? Play and pretend just to make it through. The boys fight back, they're standing tall. Laura's big surprise is no surprise at all. So kids, remember, don't twist what's true. Life's much better when you just be you. Laura's learning the hard way it seems. Honesty's the hero in everyone's dreams. Oh Laura, Laura, what did you do? Play and pretend just to make it through. The boys fight back, they're standing tall. Laura's big surprise is no surprise at all.
Hey folks! Sunday. And Laura Owens, this serial pregnancy scammer Laura Owens, is facing 14 counts of lying in court, tampering with evidence, identity theft, and now we have the Maricopa County Attorney's Office Investigations Division original investigation form. It's 118 pages. Don't know if we get through it all today, because I reckon we're going to have some laughs and snark and stuff. It's so stupid. But now, before that, I have something I kind of need to, let's see here. Because about once a year, we get attempts by another fraudster, scammer, abuser. We are talking, of course, about Amber Heard. And this is from Variety. Amber Heard returns in Sundance documentary about women silenced by defamation suits. Now, Amber, you were never silenced. In fact, you've done nothing but talk the past decade, and the trial did not stop you. What it did do is stop you from lying in the United States. Don't stop her from lying over here in Europe. So over here in Europe, it seems She gets paid the number I saw is ridiculous. 33,000 for speaking events, which is insanity. I mean, Amber Heard has done more harm to abused women around the world than most others. And we saw it in the trial. And folks, I'm saying this. I was at Amber Heard's side for many, many years. I started that trial, like many others, expecting, haha, now Johnny is going to good riddance to him. Now the truth will come out. And it did. Just not the way Amber Heard expected. I have this one example that I normally bring up. When she claimed the soles of her feet was severely sliced. Two days later, she walked barefoot through an airport. She got back to her friends in the apartments. Johnny wasn't there, and none of them noticed. Now, if you're in the medical community, one of the things that if you get your feet sliced up and you walk barefoot, you're going to have infections. And if you're walking with severely sliced feet, it won't heal. If you severely sliced up your feet, that demands medical attention. Demands. And she did nothing. Her feet should be scarred beyond recognition, according to her testimony in that trial. So it would be the easiest thing in the world for Amber Heard to show it. To just, hey folks, at a live stream, in one of these speaking events, just take off your shoes, take off your socks, show it. Show the scars from your severely sliced up feet. She won't, because it never happened. Same goes with other things that she reported on, that she was thrown over a sofa and hit her head on one of these brick walls. That would cause head trauma. That would cause the back of her head to basically implode. Didn't seek medical advice, didn't seek medical. Apparently her head is harder than concrete. And it's all these inconsistencies that was brought up in trial was the things that got me, as a former pro Amber Heard before that trial, to go, oh hell no. But here she is again. What is it now? 4 years later, after the trial, and claiming she's being silenced. No, Amber, you're not silenced, because here you are talking. What you can't do in the United States is lie. Doesn't stop you, because you do it in Europe instead, and in Europe they are still going by this absolutely flawed UK decision. But so that is the annual Amber Heard trying to bring back the narrative to her. It won't work. We all saw it. If you didn't watch that trial, please go watch the trial. Your eyes will be popped open because it is so obvious that she lied. Oh, and by the way, she still, to this day, has not paid these charities the money she claimed she would give them. To this day, they are still waiting for that money. All right, enough with Amber Heard. If she does an annual, oh, please don't look at me, I want privacy, I will do my annual. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Now, folks, this is what we are here for. The Laura Owens. The Maricopa County Attorney's Office Investigations Division, Original Investigation Form. Finally, we get to see and read what they actually have against her. All right, are you ready, everybody? Oh, look at that. Thank you to Paul Farrell for being a member for 2 months. Thank you so much. That is so nice of you. Thank you. And hello to Gwendolyn, Winks and Wilts, Jim Schuler, mispronounced name, Old Line Red, good to have you here. I am the princess. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hold on while I stream this on Kick, and of course there's this spam bot. And banned. There. aka the cat lady, hello. Factual lie. White noise girl, hey, over at Kick. Hey, good to see you. Roland Arthur. Gwendolyn, I already say. And Christine, hello. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody over at Rumble. Hello, everybody at Kick. And hello, everybody at YouTube. Remember to hit the thumbs up. It helps the channel. All right, let's go through this. Report title, Fraud, Scheme, Perjury, Forgery. Reporting detective, Terje Bow. Assigned attorney, Ed Leiter. Yada, yada, yada. Suspect, Laura Michelle Owens. Arrested? No, sadly. And here are the victims. Clayton Eckert, Sarah Navarro. No, that's... Oh, okay, victim 2. Let's see here. Investigative lead, Sarah Navarro. Witness, Nicolas Sanfilippo. Witness, Dr. Michael T. Medchill. Yeah. This is going to be fun. Everyone else is bundled up and watching it snow. Oh, folks, be careful. I know there's a blizzard going on in most of the United States. Be careful. Everybody. Don't do it. I hope you all were prepared. I hope you all were prepared with water and food and stuff and generators and everything. So this is the investigate supplemental report form regarding Clayton Eckert. Case overview. This case involves a 34-year-old female, Laura Owens, who is an internet-based personality who hosts a podcast, and the 31-year-old male, Clayton Eckert, who is a television personality having appeared on The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. On or about May 17th, 2023, Laura Owens contacted Clayton Eckert for the purpose of conducting real estate business. Eckert is a realtor. They exchanged information. According to Eckert, Owens was flirty. Shortly thereafter, Owens sent him a provocative video. Owens' side view in spandex-type clothing with a horse. And Eckert told her to come over. They met on the evening of May 20th, 2023, and were intimate. Eckert reported that Owens performed fellatio twice. Good on you, Clayton. Twice in one night. Don't tell Miss Viking. Owens contends there was penile penetration. Yeah, no. The day after this event, Eckert met with Owens to show her some homes. Following this, Eckert said he told her that he crossed an ethical line and that he would refer her to a colleague. According to Eckert, Owens began to cry and told him that she wanted to see where it would go and that there was something special between them. Not clingy at all. Eckert said that he refused to represent Owens in real estate business from that time, and he blocked her telephone number. On June 1st, 2023, that would be 2 weeks later, Owens emailed Eckert and told him she was pregnant. And they had oral arguments. Yeah, so 2 weeks later, Clayton, I'm pregnant. You don't know that within 2 weeks? No. She provided an image of a positive pregnancy test, which we now know was faked. Additionally, there would be 5 other pregnancy tests, one specifically taken in Eckert's presence. The home pregnancy tests are based on the presence of HCG in a woman's urine or the level of HCG in the woman's blood. The test that Owens took all indicated that Owens was pregnant due to the presence of HCG. We now know that she injected herself with some, I don't know, horse trank. Yeah, she injected herself to make that seem, yeah. Eckert denied that he caused Owens' pregnancy and denied that the children were his. In the event that she was actually pregnant, throughout the following months, Owens contended that she was pregnant and barraged Eckert with emails and text messages. These messages contained offerings of termination of the pregnancy in exchange for a promise of an intimate relationship, images of pregnancy tests, and threats of going public on social media with the tabloids. With, yeah, all the things here. Owens continued to seek an intimate relationship. However, when this failed, Owens began utilizing the media to damage Eckert's reputation. Eckert filed for an injunction against harassment. Shortly after that, Owens filed for an order of protection. Yeah, as Old Line Red says, she straight up bought HCG, which is insane. Yeah, and apparently, which we found out in the bankruptcy filings, the organization where she went in to get the HCG, she scammed them into believing it was because of weight control. And she hasn't paid them. She still owes them money. What a peach she is. Should they add blackmail? I wouldn't. I would not take that out of the realm of possibilities. So this is the mail that she wrote them. Jesus. What she says. Clayton, I have 2 major media outlets who wants to publish the story. I asked them to hold it until I gave the final word. Yeah. I would say that damn near blackmail. And yeah, more of these. There were 3 civil court cases that arose out of Owens and Eckert's relationship. This CV blah 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 took place on 10/24/2023 and 11/02/2023 in front of Judge Gialketsis. This was an injunction against harassment hearing. Clayton Eckert was the petitioner. The injunction was issued. This other case was in front of Judge Doody and was an order of protection hearing. The order of protection was issued. Laura Owens was the petitioner. Owens participated in a sworn deposition at Attorney Greg Woodnick's office on March 1st, 2024. This case was a paternity case and was heard by Judge Julie Mara on June 10th, 2024. Laura Owens was the petitioner in this case. Laura Owens petitioned for a judgment of paternity showing Clayton Eckert as father of her alleged unborn twins and was suing for child support. Owens reported having a miscarriage during the alleged pregnancy and intended to dismiss the case as there was a negative pregnancy test on November 14th, 2023. Eckert challenged this and requested a finding of no paternity and a judgment of attorney's fees. Judge Mara found for Eckert on both issues and referred the matter to the Maricopa County Attorney's Office for review of Laura Owens' actions pursuant to these. Now, this got a bit censored because personal information, yada, yada, yada. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Derek. Thank you. That is so nice of you. A £2 super sticker with a lemon with a superhero cape in front of a pear. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Case and evidence review. During testimony in Judge Cynthia Gialketsis' court at approximately 11:36 a.m., Laura Owens testified that there is no possibility that she could be pregnant by anyone other than Clayton Eckert. During her testimony in Judge John Doody's court at approximately 8:40 a.m., when asked if the unborn children could belong to anyone else, Laura Owens testified stating no, that she had not been intimate with anyone else since March of 2022, when she was violently assaulted and raped by a subject named Andrew in Hoboken, New Jersey. That poor Andrew. And again, because of sensitivity, it's been blacked out. During her deposition after being placed under oath, Laura Owens reported that she and Clayton had penetrative sex. Blacked out, okay. Figure 11 is an ultrasound image that was obtained from 1060 OB-GYN in New York City as found in Sarah Owens Navarro's medical records. Yeah, that's when Laura Owens took her sister's ultrasound image and presented it as her own. Yeah. Information noted on the left side of the original image is also missing from the forged image. Additionally, the date on the left bottom of the image had been changed from 6/22/23 to 05/2023. The forged banner is below. Blacked out. There's a lot of things blacked out here. In Judge Julie Mara Court, Northeast Court Complex, Courtroom 102, on 6/10/2024 at approximately 9:15 a.m., Laura Owens testified that she had made the changes to the ultrasound concerning the information on the banner portion, figure 10, however, made no statements concerning the altered portion of the image itself. Owens testified that this image had not been used in any court proceedings. Owens reported that the ultrasound was done in California at Planned Parenthood. Laura testified that she used a fake name. During cross-examination at approximately 9:44 a.m., Owens testified that she had an ultrasound at Planned Parenthood in Southern California She testified that during her deposition, she said it was in Mission Viejo because that's where she was staying. At 9:45 a.m., Owens testified that the ultrasound image was a true and accurate picture of the ultrasound that she received from Planned Parenthood in July of 2023. Owens testified that during her deposition, she admitted changing the information to reflect that the ultrasound was from SMIL, along with the additional information noted on Figure 12. Owens maintained that the ultrasound was never submitted to the court. Owens testified that she did attend an appointment with Planned Parenthood. Owens was confronted by Ms. Arena with a records request response from Planned Parenthood, stating that she did schedule an appointment at Planned Parenthood for July 2nd, but failed to attend. Owens testified that this was correct. Ms. Arena added that the response also reported that the ultrasound image was not consistent with ultrasound images generated by their practice. Owens responded by testifying that it was not consistent with the practice in Mission Viejo. When confronted with the fact that the request was for all Planned Parenthoods in San Bernardino and Orange counties, Owens stated that it didn't cover Los Angeles. Owens testified that this ultrasound was from Planned Parenthood in Los Angeles on July 2nd, 2023. Planned Parenthood in Los Angeles was subpoenaed. Result indicated that there were no record of Laura Owens at that Planned Parenthood. Jesus Christ. She's such a bad liar. Why? Because she's done it all her life and gotten away with it. So once it came to court with Clayton Eckert and his attorneys, it all fell through. But she can't help herself because she's been getting away with the same kind of crap her entire life. Until now. So this is the Planned Parenthood. Yeah, not us. During her deposition, Owens testified that she went to the Planned Parenthood in Mission Viejo. In the deposition, Owens testified that she received the ultrasound in Mission Viejo at Planned Parenthood. In Laura Owens' deposition, she is questioned about a video, referred to Exhibit 23, that shows her father, Ron Owens, touching a pregnant belly while he is in the hospital. Laura Owens is asked about this. Laura testified that this is her father touching her belly. Laura is confronted by the possibility that this is her sister Sarah Navarro's stomach when she was pregnant. Laura denies this, stating that it is her with her father. Laura is asked if there would be any reason that Sarah would say that it's her. Laura testified that there is no reason that Sarah would say that it's her. And we now know because people found the original non-cropped video, and it's her sister. For fuck's sake. Laura testified that she is about 21 weeks pregnant at the time. A screenshot was taken of the video. Figure 16, a screenshot. However, it appears that figure 15 has been cropped to exclude the face of the actual pregnant person. Figure 16 has not been cropped and shows that the video is actually of Ron Owens touching the pregnant belly of Sarah Navarro. Dun, dun, dun! Yeah, of course, it's blacked out. Additionally, the video that figure 15 was taken has no audio track. The video from figure 16 has an audio track. Laura and her mother, Jan Black, can be heard talking in the background. At the injunction against harassment hearing in Judge Cynthia Gialchetti's court, through her attorney, Joshua Lopez, Laura Owens admits Exhibit 46, which is described as medical records from various providers to confirm her pregnancy. In this exhibit is an HCG test from Sonora Quest through, quote-unquote, any lab test now. During the March 1st deposition, Laura Owens reported that she had an HCG test that she ordered on her own through, quote-unquote, any lab test now Scottsdale, and that this test showed a low HCG level indicating that this was consistent with a non-viable pregnancy. The HCG test was taken on 10/16/2023 and was processed by Sonora Quest Laboratories and indicated an HCG level of 102, whatever that is. Owens would have been approximately 22 weeks pregnant at the time and should have had an HCG level between 4,060 and 165,400. During the June 10th, 2024 hearing in Judge Mara's court, Laura Owens testified that she went to any lab test now and ordered an HCG test. Owens testified that the test indicated blah, 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 level of 102, and she learned that this level was not consistent with a viable pregnancy. No, that's indication that it's no pregnancy at all. Never been. Owens also testified that she doctored this test one time. Aww. Owens reported that she did this for the purpose of sending the test results to Dave Neal in an effort to get him to stop creating harassing videos of her. Oh, poor you. How did that work out, Laura? How did that work out? After some discussion, Owens agreed that she changed the level from 102 to 131,902. This was listed as Exhibit B17. Owens stated that she altered this report, increasing the level, and offered it to a content creator as support for a pregnancy, but did not offer it to the court. The altered report, figure 19, blacked out. During testimony in Cynthia Judge Gialketzi's court at approximately 11:40 a.m., during cross-examination, Laura Owens testified that she had seen her OB/GYN, Dr. Higley, the previous Friday, October 27th, 2023. Owens was confronted by Miss Arena in Judge Mara's court, alleging that she lied to the court. Owens stated that she had the appointment scheduled, but she did not attend. Miss Arena told Owens that saying that she was seen by a doctor is not the same as having an appointment set. Owens agreed. Miss Arena asked Owens if she was dishonest when she stated that she was physically seen by Dr. Higley the Friday before November 2nd hearing. Owens said, quote unquote, correct. That's a very minor thing. You said that you saw the doctor and you never did. That's not minor, Miss Owens. Laura Owens agreed that she had never seen by Mr. McCool or Dr. Higley for any medical appointments. Owens admitted to lying regarding the fact that the paternity hearing on the 10th day of June in 2024 in Judge Mara's court. During the deposition with Mr. Woodnick reviewed all of the medical providers and prescription drugs that Owens had, including asking about Pregnil, HCG. Owens denied being prescribed Pregnil and never mentioned seeing Dr. Carmen Mora. Innova Med Spa provides a Pregnil HCG diet. During the paternity hearing in Judge Mara's court on June 10th, 2024, at approximately 9:23, Owens' attorney David Gingish, Mr. Gingerass, referencing the pregnancy test, asked Owens if she did anything at all to tamper with those tests. Owens responded by saying no. Mr. Gingerass then asked Owens if she took any drugs, hormones, or any substances at all to affect the outcome. Owens responded no. Mr. Gingerass asked Owens if she used someone else's urine to affect the outcome. Owens responded no. At 9:34 here, in the hearing, Mr. Jean Rass, referring to the Sonora Quest HCG test results from October 16th, 2023, asked Owens if she did anything at all to tamper with the test, if she took any drugs, injected herself with anything at all to affect this test. Owens responded, "No, I did not." I wish I had Mo here. She can do the horse voice. During a search of Owens' iCloud, a series of messages were noted that indicated that Owens had gone to Innova Med Spa and purchased HCG, and she had the injections delivered to her home. These text exchanges also indicate that Owens did not want her family to know she was injecting HCG. During the paternity hearing in Judge Mada's court at 9:35, Owens' attorney, David Ginderas, entered into evidence videos that Owens self-took showing her pregnant stomach. These were labeled as exhibits A6 and A7. Owens testified that A6 was created on September 19th, 2023, and A7 was created on October 9th, 2023. These are screenshots. That would be Laura Owens' gas-filled stomach. And something blacked out here. In Judge John Judy's court on 10/25/23, at approximately 8:47, Laura Owens refers to a Reddit image as the Halloween one. This is an image which was screenshot from a Reddit thread captioned, "How to win the scariest costume contest." Owens testified that this is her showing her stomach, holding a sonogram of their quote-unquote son that only Eckert had possession of. Owens testified that the sonogram that she is holding in the screenshot is an image that she only sent to Eckert, and that he was the only one that would have been able to post it. At approximately 9:37, Judge Judy references Exhibit 11 and mentioned that the post was made by the one and only Jen. Owens testified she did not know this person and referenced the sonogram image stating that Eckert was the only one that she sent it to. Owens testified that she sent the sonogram image to Eckert because she was concerned about the baby's profile. Owens reported that she sent the image to Eckert in an email. The image is a profile, and it doesn't look like the baby has a nose, and she was concerned that the baby had a genetic defect. Eckert testified that he did receive the sonogram from Owens. A similar sonogram image was located during the search of Owens' iCloud. The image was determined to have been Owens' sister's, Sarah Navarro's, which was originally created at Northwell Health in New York City 2/13/23. Laura Owens altered the image by removing Sarah's first name and the Northwell Health stamp. And she kept it on her iCloud. For fuck's sake. And more blacked out things. This investigation has shown that the allegations of paternity, as well as the ensuing restraining order hearings, were brought about by false allegations, lies, and contrived evidence that were intentionally orchestrated by Laura Michelle Owens in an attempt to increase her notoriety. Laura Michelle Owens attempted to blackmail Clayton Eckert, a television personality, into an intimate relationship, and likely would have deceived her way into an actual pregnancy, thereby reaping financial gains through child support payments as well as other financial incentives. Additionally, with increased notoriety would come an increased subscribership to Owens' podcast, resulting in increased commercial value. Ta-da! Charges requested. Count fraud schemes. Class 2 felony. Between the 20th day of May 23 and the 10th day of June 24, Laura Owens, an adult female podcast host, created a scheme to elevate her notoriety and to increase her commercial value by attempting to blackmail, Clayton Eckert, a television celebrity, into a romantic relationship by fraud, trickery, and deception. To this end, Laura Owens perjured herself in court hearings and at deposition, as well as tampering with evidence, forging documents, and material misrepresentation, deceiving the courts and the victim, Clayton Eckert. Count perjury, Class 4 felony. On the second day of November 23, at approximately 11:36 hours, Laura Owens committed perjury while testifying in Maricopa County Superior Court in front of Judge Galketsis, when she testified that there was no possibility that she could be pregnant by anyone other than Clayton Eckert by stating, "There is no chance there's anybody else." It was determined that Owens had sexual intercourse with Nicholas Sanfilippo on or about the 5th day of 23 and on or about the 27th day of May. Poor Nicholas. Poor Nicholas. I hope you got yourself tested. Count perjury, Class 4 felony. On the 25th day of October 23 at approximately 8:40 hours, Laura Owens committed perjury while testifying in Maricopa County Superior Court in front of Judge John Doody, where she testified that there was no possibility that she could be pregnant by anyone else other than Clayton Eckert, by stating, "No, I haven't been intimate with anyone else since March of 2022. It was determined that Owens had sexual intercourse with Nicholas Sanfilippo on or about the 5th day of May 2023 and on or about the 27th day of May 2023. Count perjury, Class 4 felony. On the first day of March 2024, during a sworn deposition at the office of Greg Woodnick, Clayton Eckert's attorney, Laura Owens testified that she and Eckert had penetrative sex, that she advised her sister, Sarah Navarro, that she and Eckert had penetrative sex via text message, and they blacked out that one. And they didn't. Count forgery, a Class 4 felony. Between the 27th day of June 23 and the 11th day of July 23, Laura Owens forged Sarah Navarro's sonogram to create the appearance that the sonogram belonged to Laura Owens and that she was pregnant with twins in order to defraud Clayton Eckert into believing that she was carrying his children. Count perjury, Class 4 felony. On the first day of March 2024, during a sworn deposition at the office of Greg Woodnick, Clayton Eckert's attorney, Laura Owens testified to a sonogram image that she admitted to changing the location, the date, and placing her name on the top banner, however maintaining that the image itself was that of her ultrasound, indicating that she was pregnant with twins. This sonogram was altered and was initially of that of her sister, Sarah Navarro. Count perjury, Class 4 felony. On the 10th day of June 24 at 9:14 hours, and again at 9:44 hours, Laura Owens committed perjury while testifying in Maricopa County Superior Court in front of Judge Julie Mada. When she testified to a sonogram image, Owens' attorney asked if she had sonogram done in California. Owens responded by stating, "Yes, I did." Owens admitted to changing the location, the date, and placing her name off the top of the banner. Sarah's sonogram. Sworn count perjury, another one, Class 4 felony. First day of March 24, during a sworn deposition at the office of Greg Woodnick, Laura Owens testified to a video clip of her father, Ron Owens, in a hospital bed rubbing her pregnant belly. Owens maintained that this was her and her father by stating, "My dad is in the hospital and he touched my stomach." However, Owens' face was not visible. The original video was located during this investigation, and it can be seen that Owens' sister, Sarah Navarro, is subject with the pregnancy. Count perjury, Class 4 felony. That's a... Oh, this is still within the... Okay. First chart, we are still within, well, this is first, second, yeah. Let's just keep reading. Another perjury charge. Laura Owens committed perjury while testifying in Maricopa County Superior Court in front of Judge Cynthia Gialketsis when she testified that she had seen her OB/GYN, Dr. Higley. Owens admitted to lying regarding that fact in the paternity evidentiary hearing on the 10th day of June. She lied! Another perjury. During the deposition, Laura Owens testified she had not used any type of prescription drugs, including Pregnil, that would affect the pregnancy test. When asked about Pregnil, Owens responded, "I don't know what that is." Well, it's the stuff you bought, and according to your bankruptcy papers, never fucking paid for. Another perjury again. Class 4 felony. In front of Judge Mara. When she testified, she did not do anything to tamper with the pregnancy test. Owens' attorney, David Gingeras, referencing the pregnancy tests, asked Owens if she did anything at all to tamper with those tests. Owens responded by saying no, and so on. Tampering with physical evidence, a class 6 felony. Laura Owens committed tampering with physical evidence by admitting false exhibits during the hearing in Judge Mara's court. Exhibits A6 and A7 are videos of that Owens created, attempted to convince the court that she was in fact pregnant by showing her appearance as being pregnant. Never pregnant. It was pre-fart gas stomach. Perjury, again, false exhibits and testifying to their validity. It's the A6 and A7. Videos that Owens created attempting to convince the court that she was in fact pregnant on September 19th and October 9th, 2023, by showing her appearance as being pregnant. Perjury again, while testifying in front of Judge Doody. When she testified regarding a sonogram that was attached to an image of herself in a spoof Halloween costume package from Reddit. Owens testified that the sonogram image she's seen holding in the overall image is a sonogram of our son that only he had possession of. Owens' attorney asked if this was a sonogram that she sent Eckerd or if anyone else received it. Owens stated that the ultrasound was not sent to anyone else. The sonogram image was found to have been from Owens' sister, Sarah Navarro. So, okay. Release questionnaire. So that this is summary of the things in the Clayton Eckerd case. Release questionnaire. Which one is hold on while this is dun, dun, dun. What is this? I'm not entirely sure what this is supposed to show. And blacked out things. Okay. Leases form. So okay, here. Maricopa County Attorney's Office Investigation Division Supplemental Report Form. Still Clayton Eckerd. Detective Tebow, who says, I was contacted by Lieutenant Plummer on 6/20/2024 and asked to investigate allegations of perjury and tampering with evidence against suspect Laura Owens. Lieutenant Plummer provided me with a copy of a ruling made by the Honorable Julie Ann Mara. Reference this case. In this ruling, Judge Mara ruled that Laura Owens presented a false claim, knowingly violated the court order compelling disclosure or discovery, that the petitioner, Owens, did not file the petition in good faith. The petition was not grounded in fact or based on law. The petition was filed for an improper purpose, such as to arrest the other party to cause an unnecessary delay or to increase the cost of litigation to the other party. The court found that Owens provided false testimony as to the viability of the pregnancy in all three cases addressed in the procedural history. The petitioner acknowledged that she altered HCG test results, an ultrasound, and sonogram. Finally, prior to a deposition, Owens sent a threatening letter to the respondent, Clayton Eckert, indicating her intention to sue him for $1.4 million in collateral allegations unless he agreed to dismiss this action that she initiated. After reviewing the findings, I noted that Clayton Eckert is the victim of theft by extortion, a class 4 felony, as evidenced by the threatening letter previously mentioned. Case overview. Yeah, okay, it's the same case overview with that. Okay, Clayton Eckert, this officer. I began by providing Clayton with my business card and advice that it contained my contact information. I explained that the investigation that the Maricopa County Attorney's Office is conducting is limited to criminal matters. I told Clayton that the crimes we were considering would be perjury, tampering with evidence, and possibly extortion. I asked Clayton to tell us how they met and how the relationship began. Clayton told us that he had just obtained his real estate license and that Laura contacted him on LinkedIn, telling him that she wanted to do some creative deals. They exchanged contact information. Clayton told us that Laura was very flirty off the gate, but he kept it professional. Clayton said that the next contact was about a week later. He said he took an edible. She sent him a provocative photo, and he told her to come over. Laura did come over and performed oral twice. Clayton said that they didn't have sexual intercourse, not penetrative. Clayton said that the second time, Laura ran straight to the bathroom. He said he didn't think anything of it at the time. Clayton said that he went to sleep, and the next day he showed her homes. Clayton said that he told Laura that this was a mistake. He shouldn't have crossed the professional boundary and that he could refer her to one of his co-workers. At this, Laura began to cry, telling him that she wanted to see where this would go, then that she thought there was something special between them. She told him that she still wanted to work with him. Yeah, this thing up here, running to the bathroom, maybe she had a turkey paster with her. I don't know. So either way, Clayton dodged a real bullet there. Hello, Mr. Jingles. Hey, folks, Mr. Jingles is here. I asked Clayton if Laura knew who he was prior to this. Clayton said that he feels that she targeted him, and she claimed that she had tried to contact his office but couldn't get a hold of anyone. Clayton told us that he checked with his old office, and they said they never heard from this woman. Clayton added that they also saw the last 8 guys that she followed on social media were all athletes, real estate agents, good-looking guys. Clayton said that Laura also applied for The Bachelor during a previous season. Oh, wow. that would have been an interesting show. He said she claimed not to know who he was and that she never watched the show, but she interviewed former guys from the show. Clayton thought his name may be Chris Lane and thinks she may have tried to get him caught up in a similar situation. Chris was a previous bachelor. I said that I understand that Laura came to his place, that he had an edible before, and asked if Laura took an edible. Clayton said she did take one when she arrived. I said that I understand that there was oral sex twice, and after the second time, she ran into the bathroom. Clayton indicated so. I asked why he thinks she ran into the bathroom. Clayton said he didn't think she had any intention of spitting it out and pushing it inside of herself, but that was his concern. Clayton said he watched the first time they were on the couch, and she gulped. This hustler story is very, very bad. The second time she was on his bed and she ran straight to the bathroom. He assumed she was going to spit it out. But then 11 days later, after he blocked her, she told him that she's fertile, that she felt his fluid down there and she might be pregnant. No. Clayton told us that he blocked her because she told him that she wanted to date him and that she won't move forward with the real estate deals unless he dates her. Clayton told her that he was done and that he was going to pass her off to one of his co-workers. Laura said she didn't want that. Clayton responded by telling Laura that he was done. She should find someone else. He is not representing her. Clayton said that he became concerned that Laura did the turkey pastry thingy. I asked how much contact there was between Laura and him. Clayton said that there was constant communication. Clayton advised that he has an entire file on his laptop that has every interaction that he had with her. She sent him over 500 emails and texted from approximately 13 different phones. Clayton told me that he can provide all of them to us. Laura did stop the communication after he obtained the injunction against harassment, stalking. I asked when Laura obtained an injunction. Clayton said she obtained an order of protection, and she obtained that once he filed the injunction. Clayton told us that they set a hearing for this injunction. The next day, Laura obtained the order of protection in retaliation. I asked if Laura violated the injunction by making contact with him. Clayton said that he gets random texts and emails, still, from an anonymous email provider called Proton Mail. Oh, Proton Mail? We know that from the Laura Mathias case. Yep. That's a whole clusterfuck in itself. Go watch Hella over at Excited Utterance if you want to know more about the Laura Mathias case. He said that he knows it's her, but he's unable to trace it. Laura has not contacted him directly since the injunction. I asked Clayton about the sonogram and the fact that Laura admitted to changing the date and changing where it's from. I asked if he has that sonogram. Clayton said that he does, and it's in one of his files. She sent it to him advising that this is her ultrasound. Clayton told us that there are 3. There is one that she originally claimed that it came from Southwest Medical Imaging. Clayton said he was on a Zoom call with Laura and her attorney, Bonnie Platter, when she showed it to him. Clayton said he took a screenshot of it because he wanted a record of it. This was one that she tampered with, reporting that she changed the name. This one was used in the deposition, and she submitted it to Judge Mara, using it in court. Clayton said there was a second ultrasound that she claimed was one of the children which showed a facial deformity. Laura used that in the order of protection hearing, showing the judge that her child had a facial deformity. Clayton said that he believes that it's Laura's sister's ultrasound. She blocked out the first name on the top. It only says Owens. The date of birth was also cut out. The third one was a video, and that was sent to him via email. That video was from YouTube from 7 years ago. Clayton said he used this video to fight the order of protection during the hearing. Clayton asserted in the hearing that the video was fraudulent and tried to admit it. The judge wouldn't admit or watch the video. Yeah, that judge was a piece of work. Would not admit anything, any piece of evidence from Clayton. I asked if all 3 videos were used in this case. Clayton said the second one, with the facial deformity, was used in the order of protection hearing. Laura used the one from Smil facility in this case. I asked if he used this YouTube video in the family court case. Clayton indicated not, adding that Laura contends that Greg Gillespie hacked her email and sent that to him. Yeah, no. I redirected the conversation back to the relationship and asked if there were any kind of dating after he suggested that she worked with one of his associates. Clayton said no, that one night was the only time that they were intimate. By the way, folks, this is how you write a report. Not like in Canton, where reports are mysteriously missing, deleted, altered, or written years later. Same with the Delphi case. Reports mysteriously missing. Detective Gonzalez reminded Clayton that Laura indicated that there would be no real estate deal unless he dated her, and asked if she said that to him or if she texted or emailed it to him. Clayton said that she texted him saying that she couldn't move forward with him unless he gave her a chance. Clayton told her that he sent the deals out, so now he was going to look bad. He told Laura that his credibility would be in jeopardy unless she followed through. She responded telling him that she couldn't move forward unless he dates her. This contention then changed to stating that if he dates her for a week and it doesn't work out, then she'll have a termination. If he doesn't date her, she would have the child. Detective Gonzalez said he understood that she was threatening the real estate deal before she said she was pregnant. Clayton said yes, and she then went to the Arizona State Department of Real Estate and tried to get his license revoked. Detective Gonzalez asked if she had already said that she was pregnant at that time. Clayton said it was all around the same time, adding that he cut off all communication and blocked her after day 8. Prior to that, Laura said she could potentially be fertile and pregnant. At that point, Clayton told her that he was no longer going to represent her regarding real estate. Then on day 11, she said she was pregnant. Laura was still moving forward with the Arizona Department of Real Estate, alleging that he was violating his fiduciary responsibility. Yeah, Derek, this is heavy blackmail. Clayton then reported he has a letter that she sent, which he believes is an extortion letter. Laura said about a month ago that he either dropped this case or she was going to sue him for $1.4 million. Clayton viewed that as a threat, and she was going to sue him regarding the 2 real estate deals that he dropped the ball on unless he dropped this case. Clayton said that this is in writing. He said she was going to get deposed. She didn't want to go to the deposition, so she sent this letter to Clayton's lawyer. I asked who has the original letter. Clayton believed that his attorney, Greg Woodnick, has it. At that point, she couldn't send anything directly to Clayton. Detective Gonzalez asked if that was the only time that Laura talked about suing him for money. Clayton said that at one point, Laura mentioned that she had unlimited funds. So she threatened him, saying that she would sue him and she would win due to this. Detective Gonzalez asked if this was pertaining to the paternity case. Clayton said she wanted him to drop the entire case. I said that I understand that she wanted to drop the paternity suit after she allegedly miscarried. But he continued on with the case because he wanted to prove that he was not the parent of the alleged pregnancy, and he was also looking for her to be responsible for his attorney's fees. Clayton said that Laura went public in September because he was trying to convince her to drop the suit. Laura refused and stated that she was going to go public, which she did. Laura then kept filing for mediations in family court. At one of the mediations, Clayton told her that she needed to take a paternity test or submit ultrasounds or medical evidence to show that she was pregnant. Laura agreed to a paternity test, but nothing happened. And the case was just sitting there. It then became public. So Clayton's mission then became to obtain a finding of non-paternity. Clayton told us that Laura had the narrative to begin with, and everybody believed he was guilty. But then the narrative changed, and Laura wanted to close the case. Of course she did. Of course she did. Now, folks, you can claim, oh, she must have some kind of mental deficiency. Yeah, probably. But she still knows what she's doing. She lies, and then at the verge of being caught in all the lies, she wants to back away. That's an active choice of her. So whatever mental deficiency she has is not enough to avoid responsibility, in my opinion. Clayton said that at this point, she had already attacked his reputation and he wanted to clear his name. I said there were 2 other men before him. Clayton said there were 3. I said I was only aware of Michael and Greg. Clayton said there's another guy. I won't say that name out loud because I know he wants to stay as far away from this as humanly possible. So that name, but he doesn't want anything to do with this. Clayton says he doesn't know much about that person's story, but it sounded as he was dragged into a similar situation where she claimed she was pregnant. I asked Clayton if he knows Greg Gillespie personally. Clayton said he does. I asked if he met him as a result of this case or if he knew him beforehand. Clayton met him due to this case. Clayton told us when his case went public, Gillespie's girlfriend messaged him and told him that he's not the only one and told him to look up Gillespie's court case. Clayton looked it up and found that it was a near carbon copy of what was happening to him. Clayton added that the text messages were as if they were copied and pasted. Clayton said that there was also a doctored ultrasound in Gillespie's case. It appeared that Laura purchased an ultrasound from Fiverr. Yeah, the infamous Fiverr ultrasound, discovered live with on Dave Neal and Miss Fox live stream. Oh, it was good. Oh, it was good. Adding that you could see the watermark on the document. Laura claimed that Gillespie hacked her computer and sent that to himself. Clayton said that made no sense because he didn't believe that she was pregnant. Clayton continued by telling us that Gillespie has a phone call when Laura refers to the ultrasound image and tells him that she's pregnant and to look at the image. Yeah. She asked a guy on Fiverr to create this fake ultrasound, but she didn't pay him to remove the watermark. Clayton said that he and Gillespie shared stories. Clayton said he found out about Mike Mercini through Gillespie and through the court hearing. I asked if there is any reason to believe that the ultrasound that she used against Gillespie is the same that she used against him. Clayton said no, they're different. Gillespie reverse Google image searched and found that photo from a blog post from years back. Gillespie brought that to court and it was compared to the other side by side. It was ultimately dropped. I said I understand that Laura took 5 pregnancy tests. 4 were urine tests and 1 was a blood test. Clayton said that Laura told him that she did 11 HCG tests at one point. Clayton said he did have Laura take a urine test at his home and she did come back as pregnant. I said that Laura indicated that he witnessed her urinating on the sticks. However, he reported she had stage fright, so the door was closed and he didn't actually see her. Clayton said that she walked into the bathroom wearing tight-fitting pants and she wasn't carrying anything with her. Unless she shoved something up there. Clayton's plan was to sit there and watch her, but she said she couldn't be with him watching. Clayton said that he closed the door and then at one point he pulled it back open and she said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!" Clayton then apologized and closed the door and left it shut. She then came out with it. Clayton said that Laura was already anticipating that he would want her to take the test. She told him she brought a test with her, and she told him this adding that she would use if he had one. Clayton said the test showed that she was pregnant, but he believes that she was taking medications that would affect the test. I asked if things were still on a friendly basis at this time. Clayton said no, it was heated. It was at a point where she said she was pregnant and he needed to support her. And he said he doesn't believe her. Clayton said he was trying to pull information from her and trying to catch her in a lie, trying to get her to drop it. He was trying to play it nice to see if she would let it go. Clayton said he told her to come over that night so they could talk, and he was trying to let her down easy to understand that they were not compatible, and they had nothing in common. It didn't go that way. After he saw the pregnancy test, she asked him just to hold her like she was pregnant. The next day, Clayton realized something was wrong. He sent Laura a message telling her that it's likely she's altering her HCG by taking some kind of medication. Laura then told him that she showed him the test and how dare you. Clayton then told her that they should cut off all communications until she takes an ultrasound. I asked if Laura told him when she was going to take the ultrasound or if it was a surprise. Clayton told us that she said she would set it up when she was 9 weeks pregnant, which is the earliest that it can be done. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. He said that this was when they were 3 or 4 weeks in, and he told her to stop communicating with him until she has the ultrasound. When it came time to take the ultrasound, Clayton told Laura that he wanted her to FaceTime him so he could see the doctor and the ultrasound. Laura agreed. 3 days prior to the ultrasound, Laura contacted Clayton and told him that she didn't feel safe considering the way he had been acting, so she was going to reschedule it. Clayton then told us that Laura actually rescheduled the ultrasound twice. The first time because she decided that she wanted her sister there. The second time was because she feared that he would show up and harm her. I asked if she told him where she was going to take the ultrasound. Clayton said he thinks she gave him a name of the location and the doctor. When it came time, she never told him. I asked if it was here or in California. Clayton said it was here. She went to California to get termination medication. Laura sent him a photo of that and the name on the bottle. Clayton said it appears that she actually got termination medication. Clayton said she went to California to get and to take the medication. This was at the Planned Parenthood of Santa Barbara. Detective Gonzalez asked if there was the name of the prescribing doctor on the medication bottle. Clayton said that he has the images and didn't think there was a doctor's name on it. I said I understand that she was initially going to get the ultrasound here, but then she went to California to get one. Clayton said she claims she got one in California and Planned Parenthood, but she never showed it to him. The one that surfaced on the Bunny platter with Barilla Law came to him via a Zoom call. Laura claimed that was the ultrasound from Planned Parenthood, but it said SMIL on it. Clayton said that's the one she claimed to have had done at Planned Parenthood. During the last court hearing, Laura reported that she went to Planned Parenthood in Santa Barbara, but said that she actually went to the one in Los Angeles. This was after Clayton's attorney contacted the Santa Barbara office. I told Clayton that I was under the impression that it was Mission Viejo. Then it was that she was staying in Mission Viejo. Clayton indicated this is correct, and that she kept bouncing it around. I asked if the abortion, termination medication, and if she was trying to make a deal with him. Clayton told him that she was trying to get him caught up in termination coercion, which is what she did with Greg Gillespie. I asked about that. Clayton said that in Gillespie's case, at one point he said, "Take the effing pills," in the text message. Laura then used that, saying that she did take them and that if it ended one of the fetuses, but she wasn't sure about the other. Yeah, I went through that a few months ago, and in its depravity, it's hysterical and sad at the same time how Laura gaslit Greg Gillespie. From an outside view, it's apparent that she is bullshitting him all the way to hell. But at that time, Greg Gillespie had endured months and months of Laura Owens' abuse. So, and that is how abusers like Laura Owens function. It doesn't start off immediately with this all in. In Greg Gillespie's case, it was gradual. Now, in Clayton Eckert's case, it was more or less all at once, which probably was why he caught on so early that it was BS. Clayton said that this was her way of holding on by telling Gillespie that she still might be carrying one. This is what Laura took him into court for, claiming that he forced her into having a termination. Clayton feels that she was trying to repeat that with him. She kept asking in text messages if he wants her to take the pills. Clayton indicated that he would tell her that he told her that he would like her to do with his third party. She should choose what she would like to do. Clayton said he never forced her, adding that he believes she was trying to corner him into the same situation. Clayton said that early on he did tell her that she should take the plan B, and she did show him the pills. She told him that she was going to throw them away if he didn't respond. She then said that she threw them away. Next, she said she got them again and asked if he wants her to take them. Clayton felt that she was trying to get him to tell her to take the pills, and then she would run to the same scheme on him, saying she took the pills, but there was one that was still alive. I asked if there was any quid pro quo if she took the pills. Clayton said yes. She said that she would take the pills if he dated her for a week. There was always a dating contract stipulation. If the dating works out, she would take the pills, and they could date and do this again at the right time. Then, if he doesn't date her, she was going to have the children. Clayton said it was the same thing with the paternity test. She would agree to take the test only if he agreed to date her for a week. I asked about the RevGen DNA test. I said, I understand that she scheduled and paid for the test, but he didn't show up. Clayton said that Laura agreed to take the test and to pay for the test, and that she did sign up. Clayton said that he signed up, and when he called in to confirm his time, they told him he canceled and that they received a call early in the day. Clayton stated that he knew it was someone from quote-unquote her camp. So he quickly called a facility to get a test back on the books. This might be Laura's dad, but at this point in time, it's not confirmed at this point in time. Clayton said he scheduled a test with RevGen for that day in his name. Clayton assumes that since the initial RevGen test was scheduled in Laura's name, she was able to call and cancel his test. Detective Gonzalez asked Clayton if he ever talked to Michael Maraccini. Clayton said that he had. He spoke extensively to both Greg and Michael. Gonzalez asked what Michael told him. Clayton said that Michael gave his whole hard drive to the investigator. Clayton said that Michael ended up dating Laura and had more of a relationship with her. Greg just had sex with her one night, so he was familiar with a one-night stand. So it was similar with a one-night stand. Michael dated her and told Clayton that she had falsified medical records indicated that she had her ovaries removed because she has some kind of ovarian cancer. Yeah, Laura Owens faked cancer or she actually had cancer, making her more or less impossible to get pregnant. Either way, it's sickening. Sickening. Clayton said that she has since said those are not her records and that Greg hacked her email. Michael also mentions that she had twins. Laura claimed that Michael abused her. Clayton told her that Laura did a TEDx talk, which is still fucking up there, and Ted refuses to take it down. They have removed the comment section on that TED talk. Did a TED discussing Michael and their relationship. Gonzalez asked if Michael dated Laura because she said she was pregnant. Clayton said his understanding is that they did try to date, but then he no longer wanted to be with her. When he tried to get out of the relationship, she claimed that she was pregnant. Detective Gonzalez says he understands that Sarah, Laura's sister, only sent him one message. Clayton said that Laura's family are all accomplices. Sarah sent him a text, but he never responded to the message. He did speak with Laura's mother, and she is complicit in this. Laura and her mother have a podcast that they work together on. Laura is fueled by these scenarios and wants them to cast herself as the victim. Clayton said that Laura threatened him, stating that she was going to go on a TED talk and talk about what happened between them. Clayton said that he was on the phone with Laura's mother, and he told her that Laura said that she would only have a termination if he dates her. He told her that this is Laura's decision, but he didn't feel that she should base this decision on whether they're dating or not. Laura's mother responded by telling him that he got her pregnant, he should step up to the plate, and maybe he would see how great Laura is. Clayton told her that he doesn't want to date Laura. He has no interest. Clayton said her family knows that Laura does this because it started with the person whose name I'm not going to say. Clayton said that her parents funds these habits. They pay for all her legal fees. Clayton told us that he didn't know if Sarah is the one person in the family that's in New York, possibly to get away from all this. Yeah, and now her family can't pay for jack shit because now they did file for bankruptcy, and it got dismissed because they refused to send in the correct documentation. So they are no longer, to my understanding, they are no longer in bankruptcy court. Don't know how that will affect this criminal case, but who knows? Who knows? Detective Gonzalez asked about the FBI call and if it's the one where Laura claimed that she was drugged and raped. Clayton said he thinks that's a different one. Laura did tell him that she was drugged, essayed, and that's why she wasn't 100% that she was the one that got her pregnant. She hadn't had sex in a year and a half. She said the same thing to Greg. She claimed that Greg and his lawyer was conspiring to grape her. She brought that to the judge in the last case. The police showed up at the lawyer's house to talk to him about that claim. Do you hear this insanity? Do you hear this insanity? Laura Owens, scared of the truth being revealed, she accused Clayton and Greg to conspire to grape her. I told Clayton that we would like to have the data that he collected on his computer and asked how much there is. Clayton said, there's a lot. I told Clayton that we are going to get as much of the information as we can to conduct a proper investigation. Clayton said that he has everything in a file on his laptop. Clayton explained a little bit about what he has in the files and said it's over 53 gigabytes. Adding that it's a lot because he has 3 or 4 court hearings on it. Hey, Michelle. Hey, folks. Thank you all for being here. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't yet. Subscribe if you haven't yet. You know all the YouTube/Rumble/Kick bits. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, all the things. Clayton said she's going to do this again, and if she doesn't get prosecuted, she's going to feel invincible. She shows no signs of slowing down as this court case was going on. She was right back on Tinder. Oh. Clayton said she has no remorse, and she's claiming that the judge is biased. Clayton then showed us the letter that he called the extortion letter. Clayton said that tampering with the ultrasound was the big one and that she perjured herself so much. He said she was in court with a quote-unquote pregnant belly in October or November, but she's now saying she miscarried in July. Laura stated that she was 27 weeks pregnant, but when she realized that would have to have a death certificate at anything past 24 weeks, she changed and said she miscarried well before 24 weeks. Clayton then referenced the case involving Trevor Bauer. I told Clayton that the Bauer case was different. Okay? There was no further information. This interview concluded. Clayton sent me a link to a Google Drive account containing the data that he had collected regarding this case. This includes, but it's not limited to, court filings, video recordings of court hearings, contacts from Laura Owens, such as emails and text messages, the extortion letter, and sonograms. This information was uploaded to a file in the OneDrive. End of report. The investigation continues. Oh, this is how you do a report. This is how you do it. Not like like they do in Canton, Mass. Not like they do in Delphi, Indiana, or in Fulton County, Georgia. You write a report. You do it as soon as possible after the things you do. You can always complement the report later. This is how you do it. Good on you, Maricopa County. Good on you, Maricopa County. Let's see, what have we here? Maricopa County Attorney's Office Investigation Division Supplemental Report Form. Detective T-Bone. I'm just going to check how long this is, if I'm going to read this too. Oh, this is a long one. Jesus Christ, I'm only at page 34 out of 118. I'm an hour and a half in, and we've gone through a lot. And I'm just saying, I don't have a trial planned for next week. And I hope I can get Mo here, unless she has a trial going on next week. In that case, we will start, hopefully, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. And we'll continue to go through this. The serial pregnancy scammer Laura Owens and the criminal charges against her. Because here it is. All the information. All the information. Hi, Dave. Folks, thank you. Thank you for listening in. Thank you for the support. Thank you for all the likes, all the subscribes, all the things. And I will see you back here tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, to go through more of this, because it's a lot. And you will find out more and more on that Laura actually believed she would get away with it, to the extent that she didn't even attempt to delete anything. So, folks, from me and Mr. Jingles, thank you. Thank you. See you tomorrow. You all have a good one. And, folks, hug your family. Unless your family's crap, then screw them and give your love to the people who deserve it. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.